양아. 오셨습니까, 동네복님? 마이크 없는 건가요?
Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash. And no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see.
아이고 몸조리 잘하십시오.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, if you did just miss it, we
네,
are
오늘
up and
방송으로
running
3시간
already.
뜸했네요.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He can run onto that. He's away! And the shot! It's in!
Well, they
치지
would have been
않던가요?
looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And that really is
양아 물결표
so
간만이군요.
impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up
기현님
trumps.
양아.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on
우주대스타
now.
범준팡님 양아.
Nicely aimed pass. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Vieira. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Vieira.
키키키육 쑥스럽습니다. 우주
That's
데스카라뇨.
great positioning, so good from him.
And he plays one through. Dembele gets into some space. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
날로날로
And that
실력이
interception
일취월장하시는 게 제가 다
was
뿌듯하네요,
necessary.
키키유.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Dembele. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Bale. That looks a good ball through.
그러게요, 요즘 왜
Check
게임이
breathes
잘
a
되죠?
sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Now it's Dembele. That's been slipped through. Corner then.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Up he goes! Dembele gets it clear. Bullet! And that has been clubbed away. And it's Michel Platini.
양님한테 지도 좀
that's been
들어가야 하는 거
intercepted.
아닙니까?
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Platini shapes to shoot! Yes! They have come roaring back!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Was there ever any doubt?
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it
아니요,
look like he's
디비전
done
하세요.
it over and over and over again, and he has.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong...
Chance, surely! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! Into the lead once more. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Borussia Dortmund go into the lead. He's free, he has got space. Dembele. Pele. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. He's in a great position here. Platini! And it's fallen loose again. And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
그러니까 디비전 하러 가라고요.
Tries to play it through.
키키키키키요.
He's through here. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Messi has a look inside the box. And pull it! It's a loose ball. Yamal. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. He's a sharp little ball here. Maldini does well to stand firm and defend it. Now it's Hullet. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Dembele was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle.
Real chance! It's a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by goal.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time.
Ricordiamo a tutti i tifosi di usare gli appositi cestini per la raccolta differenziata. Grazie.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made.
Can he finish? There it is! The second half off to a spectacular start. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Hullet. Now, can they get him away? Borussia Dortmund appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Vitinha under intense pressure.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 20.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Messi. Lasciano il campo per il numero 5. Owen. Il numero 8.
And he cuts out the supply.
Il numero 15.
It's a little off target. Played out to the right.
Spettatori.
Now it's Bale. And this is Dembele. Dembele! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
And now they can spring out of defence. Leicester makes the interception. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Now he's got space here. Well timed, excellent interception. Vitinha. And it's Vieira. Passing is crisp and sharp. Aims beyond the defence. Played up towards the front line.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole... Great chance! Yes, it's in! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Sostituzioni di giocatori. Numero 7.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Numero 26. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mateus. That's really well manoeuvred. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Roberto Baggio touches it back. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And here's Cruyff. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Adriano! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Rijkaard is there to clear. Looking to play him in. And now a sudden chance to counter. Roberto Baggio is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And it's hit the woodwork and out! Roberto Baggio. Roberto Baggio. Now it's Owen. Ambitious ball here. Pass is just off target.
Il quarto uomo indica 4 minuti di recupero.
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Great vision. Oh, that is having a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
All hands on deck for this one. That's a decent clearance. Big chance! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
And it's Cruyff. Has a look and plays it for... Goes for a shot! Oh, it's come loose. That's it, we're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time. Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Vitinha. And here's Owen. Strokes it back. Kaka. Oh, that's clever. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Cruyff. Oh, takes a shot! Yes, he's done it! Late in the day, this could well be it! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And here's Owen. Roberto Baggio. That's very neat. Mateus. Adriano, over to the left. Now it's Kaká, and he's had it nicked away. And here's the chance to counter. And here's Cruyff. Mateus. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's a key interception. Thuram getting... And that's it for the first half of extra time. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner?
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 22. Viene sostituito
Is
con
there to be drama
numero
in these
14.
final 15
Cambio di
minutes?
giocatori.
They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? And here's Owen. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Can he get it through? Mbappe! Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, it's come loose. Roberto Baggio. Now it's Owen. Looking for a runner. Maldini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Neymar could try cutting inside here. And he's intervened well there. Adriano. That is a brilliant interception.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
I think we're just about done here. And it's Baggio. Mateus does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And there goes the final whistle. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game.
오, 이걸 잡네. 대단. 키키키윽 이벤트에서 빡게 마시네. 위지의 이풋볼러.
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The action has already started. He's in a great position here. Oh, well spotted, had to be at his very sharpest there. And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence.
Yaya Toure will be key here, Peter. His versatility and drive makes him a nightmare for the opposition.
He was actually a much more conventional holding midfield player in his younger days, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he's come on in leaps and bounds since then. In fact, he's at his best when partnered with a defensive midfielder like that, because it means he has license to just join the attack.
So he's benefited a lot from his new role.
Yeah, it's brought so much more out of him. He's a true all-round player now.
Tomiyasu. Passing is crisp and sharp. And this is Hazard. And it's Xabi Alonso. Good ball. He's having a shot!
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And here's Messi. Oh, that's neat. Look at the space here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And here's Hullet. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Hullet. Messi. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, super ball. Oh, important interception. No goals as yet. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Hullet. Oh, super find. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
It's a promising position. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Vitinha, and this is Dembele. Vieira, searching pass he's played there. Incoming to Hullet! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing. That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Hazard. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. And he's whipped it across.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
롱타임 노시요.
Pele. Hazard.
후앙몬트님, 기현님, 범준님 양하요.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
That's a cute ball. Backward it goes. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Xabi Alonso. Pele, and he's intervened well there. Xabi Alonso. Pull it. Now it's Messi. And he's forced to go back. And it's Thuram. Pull it. Tries a measured ball.
That's a shame because it was such a good decision.
And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. Here we go again then. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Now it's Dembele. Dembele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Here's Vitinha. This might spell danger. And it's Vieira. Messi.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And he plays one through.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And this is Dembele. Mbappe. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Rijkaard. Vitinha. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Yaya Toure, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Gullit. Messi. Gullit. It's a mighty effort! There's a goal! First blood drawn. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that silenced the crowd, Peter. Item 1 on the to-do list. Done.
Looking for the run. Now it's Gullit. Xabi Alonso.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here. I think shot a goal! So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Pull it. Yaya Toure proves too strong, too smart. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Quick look, then plays it in. Just about up to 75 minutes.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That's a sharp pass. And it's Messi. Tries to pass it through. And that's a good ball. Pullet is flagged offside.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Substitution on the field. Number 21.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, the manager must have thought to himself, we're just narrowly ahead, so it's best to withdraw anybody showing signs of fatigue.
Number 9.
Can he get on the end of this?
Number 22.
Looking for options for movement.
Coming on the field. Number 19.
And Cruyff! And that would have won it.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
Number 11.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Modric. Substitution in progress.
And he's got real chance! Neither of these two want to come off second best. Cruyff gets flagged offside. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. He steps in, and that's the end of that. So, what can they make of this? Vieira.
팀 한 끼 나요.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
이럴 거면 방송 키지 말라니까.
Great chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Mateus. Now it's Owen. Now it's Luis Suarez. Could have here their final chance. Desperate defending required here. And that's left him on the seat of his pants.
Has been indicated.
Rijkaard tries to clear. Owen. Pull it. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And that's that. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that...
Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner, Peter, look no further.
Lionel Messi, the great genius himself. It felt almost unfair at times, didn't it, the way he just seemed to sweep the opposition aside. Even traditional bogey teams were just powerless to resist him when he was on his game.
Yeah, and I remember one game against the boys from Madrid when that famous front three were simply unplayable.
Great chance! It's in!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
So far, so good, Peter, but they need to start thinking of the next one now. Take this momentum and force the issue even more.
So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And this is Hullet. Messi gets into some space. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. And the pass is intercepted. Pele. Now it's Hullet. Delicate ball, and it needs to be.
That's a shame, because it was such a good decision.
Koundé. And it's Vieira. Looking for the run. That has not gone well. Back to the keeper it goes. Caceres. Maldini. Vieira. Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp. And the keeper's given it away. Oh, such a clever touch. Opts to play it back. That is lovely. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Hullet receives it in a good position here. Oh, he'll be annoyed with himself for not getting there. Neymar. Pass somewhat off target. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Now it's Messi. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Now it's Mbappe. Maldini cuts out the pass. Vitinha.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
There's the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Messi can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Pele, who does have an assist to his name. Brilliantly cut out. Can he get it through? And it's Valverde. Pele. Messi. Pele. Now it's Dembele. Look at the space here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Nice sequence of passes, this. Oh, this is a great position. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Threads one in. Lewandowski. He is through here. An instinctive delivery. Keeper has taken decisive action. Pull it. Messi. Messi goes steaming forward. Tries to play it through. And this is Hullet. Produces a cross. Chance for a shot! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more.